Good evening. This is Eswatini TV News at 8, read to you by myself, Nathalie Sitole, alongside Zamanzi Manze. First up, let's have a look at our top stories. Their Majesties have postponed this year's wreath dance ceremony due to the COVID-19 pandemic. His Majesty King Mswati III has appointed Lieutenant General Mashigilisana Fagutse as the new acting army commander. Mhlangatane Member of Parliament Matela Mhlanga is now the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly. And now the news in detail. Their Majesties have postponed this year's wreath dance ceremony due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This was revealed by the leader of the Imbali Regiment, Nonduduzo Zimbugo, when making an announcement at Eswatini residence. On the other hand, the Minister of Home Affairs, Princess Lindiwe, has also announced an Umhlanga holiday which will be on the 4th of September 2021.
Lalela Mbali uthokandaba umhlanga bewubhekeke uqale mhlatinge emashumi lamabili nakune kuyo ingqi uphethe mhlatinge emashumi lamathathu kuyo ingqi ngenxa yesimo lesikhona even nasemhlabeni ngeke sisaba nawo umkhosi wemhlanga eludzidzini naseshiselweni uthokandaba kutawubukakala tindlela tekuthi umhlanga ufika njani esigodlweni usho njalo ke Msoso omnyama kulabalithula odungandaba wasembelebeleni sisho njalo ke siguduza simnyama siyehlabeka usho njalo ke landlo olukhulu luyadikise la wethe wena waphakathi wena ungangesintaba
ninebe kunene sibonga emagama laphuma engwenyameni enkosini yelive lasathulwe ngiyo indvuna yetintombi sibonga kwati ukuthi ingwenyama inkosi yelive iyasicabangela sive sayo yasithandza sive sayo yaze yatshengisa ngekuthi ayisiphephise kulesifo ithi imbali aseyihlale ngasekhaya itogadza ibuke ukuthi lesifo siphela kanjani bekunene ngakho ke imbali ayichubeke itiphathe kahle itigcine ilandzele yonke imithetho yetempilo liholidi bekunene litawuba ngemgcibelo natitine kuyo inyoni bayethe
wena waphakathi.
Through Chief Officer in the Ministry of Defence, Prince Hlang Sempi, His Majesty King Mswati III has appointed Lieutenant General Mashigilisana Fagutse as the new acting army commander. The announcement was made at the Umbutho Eswatini Defence Force headquarters at Nogwane.
Bekuna army commander la ato valelisa acelile enkosini ukuthi awu ngesimo lasibonako lesithiteni ucela mane asamane aye ngekhaya sekukhanzakala ukuthi ke bekuneneke sekunesikhala lesikhona inkosi seyikhanza ukuthi kufanele ukuthi siphangiseke sivaleke ngoba awu lesikhala besisenzaweni lebucayi sesiletheke wona umbiko isithumasi nanadi tindvuna eceleni kwami kuthi ke awu asibikele sive kwekuthi sekunemfana wayo lemthumako kwekuthi abambe lesikhala sa army commander sigcizeleleke ithiteke sigcizelele kusho kwekuthi namhla ayibeki army commander ngoba sonke siyadi kwekuthi army commander ubekwa kanjani ngetindzaba te-COVID leminye imisebenzi imile lokubhekeke ukuthi kumbeke tawuthi i-COVID naseyithe gogololo bese ke iyeta yekunene iyasipha army commander lo tawuhola libutholayo ibhekile ke ukuthi ke asekelwe ngiyo impi asekelwe nangini kuze ukuthi live liqhubeke liphephe ngoba phela vele umsebenzi wabo emasotsha ukuthi live liphephe bekunene ngalawo magama nje lamancane asisho nje ukuthi inkosi ithi umfana wayo lotabe ashanyela ize isinike amikomanda lotabe se uyachubeka sochubeka ke nawo umsebenzi kodwa ke angumfana wayo nje lekuthi nje utabe abambele amikomanda utabe asebenta wonke umsebenzi losenjeta bo amikomanda losho ukuthi akusiko nje ukuthi utabe athlete endani sonke letigaba letentiwa bo amikomanda utabe atenda kuze kufike ke lelo hour lapho inkosi isipha yena amikomanda lomsha lo kusho ukuthi umfana ke inkosi lethi akashanyele lapha emabaleni ngumashikilisane wakafakutse bayethe
Following the appointment by His Majesty King Mswati III, the new acting Army Commander Lieutenant General Mashikilisana Fagutse has saluted His Majesty for the appointment and that he will deliver his duties diligently.
kuNkulunkulu umdali wezulu nomhlaba osibekile emhlabeni kuleli vela kaNgwane bese sikhutha lwandle ulodungandaba wasembelebeleni kusabone kukuhle ayalayelwa ngemazulu ukuthi singashanyela kulombutho etekuvikela kepha nje nebe kunene namhla umuntu useshaqekile ukukhulu usangakhuluma athini ngisatake basatha ngibuyisela tinduna yebo nemntwana enkosi kuyo ingwenyama bawungethula ukuthi kuhambeke kanjani ulobole ngakusho siyabonga.
Following the announcement by the Minister of Home Affairs, Princess Lindiwe, regarding the National Prayer and Fasting services to be held from Thursday, 26 August 2021 to Saturday, 28 August 2021, the Principal Secretary in the Ministry, Nhlanhla Nxumalo, notifies the nation that the prayer services will be held virtually on radio and television stations as well as on social media platforms. He says for Thursday and Friday, there will be two services, one at 12:30 and the second one at 18:30, live on Eswatini TV, Yemaswati Channel, EBIS Siswati and English, and VOC Siswati and English. The PS says the main service will be held on Saturday, 28 August 2021, starting at 10 a.m. Malo also encouraged the nation to follow all services and pray for the healing of the land. Mhlangatane, Member of Parliament Madala Mhlanga, is now the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly. After a counting of votes, Mhlanga came first, beating Manzini South Member of Parliament Thandi Nxumalo and Kubuta MP Musa Mabuza.
The position of the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly has been filled. 4 members of Parliament were nominated, one of which declined. Only 3 members of Parliament stood for the elections. Mhlangatane, Member of Parliament Madala Mhlanga, took the position as he received the highest votes, which is 34 votes. Musa Mabuza received 16 votes, while Thandi Nxumalo received 13. The Speaker of the House of Assembly, Petros Mavimbela, encouraged Mhlanga to work for the nation, as that is the main duty that he has been given.
Kuleli jogo leli sababu thosele wona mhlonishwa kuyasebenzeka mhlonishwa liqiniso utawubeka masuku abahlonishwa ngima clarifications that's it ubebe but inhlonishwa yithi kube mnazo ukuthi umuve lokuthini ukuze kuthi benishwa utokhona ukuthi bese uyamphendula kulesinye isikhathi mhlonishwa utawuthi wendala okungiko labanye basondela okuwrong but lokusala nje be yourself siqhubeke sende umsebenzi welive lomsebenzi wena mhlonishwa awusinani wethu so ngitsike mhlonishwa sohlelo leso situlo akusenjethe mhlonishwa lelive silibeke embili ngiyaphinza le live silibeke embili Mhlonishwa sikhumbule ukuthi le live linebanikati balo.
Lukongolweni member of parliament Ndethelelo Magongo congratulated Mhlanga and encouraged him to seek wisdom from the previous speaker who was well dedicated to his job. Mhlanga was then asked to take his rightful place in the house. For Eswatini TV News on Doblangeni with Muzim Konda in parliament.
Over 8 members have been nominated for the vacant Senate seat in Parliament. Speaking during the nomination, Speaker in the House of Assembly, Petros Mavimbela, says the vetting team requires 2 days.
The Senate nomination process continued in the House of Assembly, where a number of members were nominated. The Speaker of the House of Assembly, Petros Mavimbela, read the nominees before the House.
Wakamanzini, Putana, Eslameni, Wakamanzini, Allen Villane, Wakaho, Bongan Simatsebuda, Wakaho, David M. Mavuso, Wakaho, Pesi M. Mazibugo, Wakamatapa Manzini, Musaki Masugu, Wakaho, Wembabane, Siboniso S. Mkonda, Wagalobamba bese kuba na Musa M Mavimbela wakamanzini bahlonishwa ngekulandzela iSenate Elections Act ya 2013 ithi ke bahlonishwa nasesifikile lesigaba lesi bese laba bonke laba nje sengibabitile bahlonishwa sebayahamba sebaya ku vetting. Sike bahlonishwa ngisho endlini ukuthi baka vetting bacela ukuthi sibanike amalanga lamabili ikakhulu leti nombolo leti ngoba ngitinyenti nekuthi bahlonishwa siyaconza sonke ukuthi vele emahhovisini kulamalanga ngenxa yalomkhuhlane kuyaceka so baceleke amalanga lamabili bahlonishwa ukuthi batenetise
The normal process of the nomination process is usually followed by the vetting process. After this process, members are then required to vote. For Eswatini TV News on Domlangeni with Muzim Konda in Parliament.
10 investors have shown interest to operate under the Special Economic Zones program under the Ministry of Commerce in 2 years. Chairperson of the Special Economic Zones Committee, Albert Chibi, says the program is aimed at improving investment attraction and further employment.
In 2018, the Kingdom of Eswatini passed and commenced the Special Economic Zones Act with the focus to improve investment attraction and further boost employment. Under the Act, King Mswati III International Airport and the Royal Science and Technology Park were declared as Special Economic Zones. Special Economic Zones Committee's chairperson under the Ministry of Commerce, Albert Chibi, says since 2018, 10 investors have shown interest to operate under the Special Economic Zones program.
Over the 2 years, we have seen an increase in the attraction of companies. However, we can say that we have received applications from 10 companies so far, but only 3 have qualified, and the government has already granted them licenses to operate in the Special Economic Zone. Companies that already have been granted licenses are in the energy sector, into processing precious stones and jewelry, and also in agro-processing. So these are some of the initiatives that are geared towards employment creation, where a company that qualifies to be in the Special Economic Zone is expected not to pay corporate tax for 20 years, among other benefits. Also, during the importation of raw materials and machinery, that company is not expected to pay import duties or any or related taxes. However, government will collect through income tax of employees where at least 2/3 of those employed should be Swazis, and at least 90% of them should earn above the minimum wage.
Qibi further highlighted that amongst the identified sectors to operate under the special economic zones is energy, agro-processing and ICT, among others. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I am Samgaswe Koza with Sondomlangeni in Babane.
Water Aid Eswatini Director Ncamiso Mhlanga says the government of Eswatini has made great strides in providing clean water despite some challenges such as low water table. Mhlanga was speaking during a meeting with stakeholders held at the Mountain Inn on Wednesday.
The 2 days virtual meeting, joined by other SADC countries such as Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique and South Africa, deliberated on the few key issues. These issues include the effect of climate change in water distribution and climate change campaigns in Eswatini. This meeting is part of the commemoration of World Water Week. Water Aid Director Ncamiso Mhlanga says the country has worked hard in providing clean water. Mhlanga says climate change has played a huge role in contributing to the issue of water supply. Mhlanga says some of the issues that were deliberated on include the support of water, sanitation and hygiene programs by the private sector, the funding of this project and the sustainability of the wash infrastructure.
Over 80% wemandi bantu labawanathako especially kule makhaya aqhamuka from groundwater shothi ngedingwedle mandi laqhamuka phansi and le simo selitulu sehlisa le water table ukhanze ukuthi tinzawo lapho ekusebenza khona lamanda kasasebenza.
According to a statement issued by the Minister for Natural Resources and Energy, Peter Bembe, during the 2021 World Water Day, stated that the country stands at 80% water coverage. For Eswatini TV News, Sondomlangeni with Vumenkosinzinisa in Mbabane.
The Meteorological Services Department says temperatures will be high on Friday, but they are expected to drop on Saturday to as low as 12 degrees Celsius. Eswatini TV's Gian MCB has a report.
Following an expected cold front this coming weekend, the Meteorology Department has continued to provide daily updates of the weather going into the weekend. Dumisani Stole, weather forecaster, says temperatures will be high in the Highveld on Friday, but drop gradually on Saturday.
From today up to Friday, we're expecting warmer conditions. More especially on Friday, it will be hot mainly in the Lowveld. Temperatures in the Highveld are expected to rise up to 30 degrees Celsius, whereas the Lowveld will reach 37, which is very hot. The change will be after the arrival of the frontal system, which is expected to pass through the southern portion of the country on Saturday morning. On Saturday, we are expecting some partly cloudy conditions becoming cloudy during the day with some isolated rain showers and thunderstorms. The rain showers and thunderstorms are expected to intensify towards evening on Saturday. Otherwise, Sunday morning we are expecting some cloudy conditions becoming partly cloudy, although it will still be cold. The only change is that from Friday to Saturday and Sunday, Friday it will be very hot, whereas the Saturday it will be cold to very cold when it comes to Saturday and Sunday. There will be a drop in temperature for around 20 degrees Celsius between Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Comparing the 30 degrees of Saturday in the Highveld to 12 on Saturday and 10 on Sunday. That change will affect our normal behavior or the normal behavior of the body.
The Meteorology Department urges the public to constantly get updates from them through the media about the cold front in the weekend. For Eswatini TV News, I am Kian MCB, Babane.
The Eswatini Anti-Venom Foundation will be conducting snake handling and awareness trainings in the different parts of the country this summer. The Anti-Venom Foundation founder Thealit Kirkowen encourages Eswatini to take part in these trainings. This report contains visuals of live snakes, therefore viewer discretion is advised.
As we are approaching the summer season, this is a time when snakes will be out looking for food and may come across people. The Eswatini Anti-Venom Foundation will be conducting snake handling and awareness lessons to the public and what to do when they come across snakes. The foundation's founder, Tia Lich Kakon, says they were supposed to have one at Big Bend this coming weekend, but due to COVID-19, it has since been postponed, but next month they will be at the Mbabane Club.
There will be a fun run. There will be flea market stalls. Once again, we'll be running our awareness talks and courses in the morning. And then after lunch at about 1:30, there's going to be a display of snakes where we're going to talk to the public, show them what the snakes look like, show them how they behave naturally and speak about them. So everybody is welcome to join us on the 25th of September in Mbabane.
She says they still have a challenge of the unavailability of antivenom in the country, which is a need, but they work closely with the Ministry of Health.
Unfortunately, the situation has not improved at all. We still have serious stockouts in Eswatini, and once again it's due to the supplier in South Africa not being able to meet our demand. So we have placed orders during the winter months in preparation for the snakebite season, but it seems we still have challenges. It's going to be very much the same as last season, but we are coordinating with the Ministry of Health to work together. Every snakebite will be recorded and called through, and we will then assess and give antivenom when necessary. We will do everything in our power to ensure that each and every snakebite victim receives the treatment they deserve.
She says people must never try to beat snakes, but rather contact her on 7602-5088 whenever they need snake rescuing in their compounds, or log on to their website for numbers of snake handlers next to where they live. For Eswatini TV News, I'm Kian MCB in Mbabane.
And now we'll have an ad break and the news will be back shortly.
Surprise! It's OK's Big Birthday Surprises. Win your share of 300,000 in instant cashback surprises. Buy any participating product and swipe to enter. Plus, get top-class soup, 2 for only $19.99, McCain Country Crop for just $31.99, and Yum Yum Peanut Butter for a surprising $49.99. Only at OK. Owners you can count on.
You've been supporting us since we opened our doors, so we're here for you. 1,000 SPAR customers will win their shopping for free, instantly, with SPAR Rewards. Come in and get 900-gram Bokoma Wheat Bix for only $36.99 and 2-liter liquid fruit for just $29.99. We're here for you.
Bank. It can be.
Welcome back. You are still watching Eswatini TV. Let's have a look at our sports news. Eswatini Tennis Association Secretary General Ngaba Mkhaliphi says the association will, in the next 2 months, launch its under 10, 14 and 18 development programs in Hlatikulu under the Shiseleni region. Mkhaliphi says this is part of the association's plans of expanding the junior programs to all the 4 regions of the country.
Eswatini Tennis Association continue with different programs of reaching to different regions of the country. Having successfully completed the under 10s, 14s and 18 programs in Stegi under the Rubombo region in June this year, the association will then, in the next 2 months, be proceeding to the Shiseleni region in Hlatikulu.
Hlatikulu ngiyo le main target ukuthi i-tennis ibuyele kaHlatsi edolobheni iyo bamba khona imidlalo.
The association's Secretary General Ngaba Mkhaliphi says collaboration with schools and other stakeholders have started to see how the program can be launched. Mkhaliphi says targeting Hlatikulu will give them a platform to eventually ending up reaching to the other different parts of Shiseleni.
I-association ikubukile lokho ukuthi mhlawumbe etinyangeni letine letisihlanu abe sesoba stable nale kaHlatsi akhona ukuthi isikhathi esiningi nakhona asichithe ngoba lo Hlatsi ngiyena itarget lenkulu.
Concluded highlighting that they are yet to confirm if as an association they will have representatives in the Lesotho Region 5 games to be held in December this year. For Eswatini TV Sports, Fabrice Msonera, pictures by Linda Dlamini Mpabane.
Sithebe Semhlekazi head coach Dumisani Makhanya says the decision by Council of Southern Africa Football Associations to postpone this year's Women COSAFA tournament for 2 weeks is an added advantage to his side. Makhanya says this will give them more time to prepare. Makhanya said this following the announcement by COSAFA on Tuesday morning that the scheduled Women COSAFA Cup games from 15 to 28 September of this year has been postponed to 29 September to the 6th of October.
The Council of the Southern Africa Football Associations announced on Tuesday that this year's Women COSAFA Cup that was scheduled to be held from the 15th to the 28th of September this year has been postponed to the 28th of September up to the 6th of October this year. Sisebe Samhlegazi is expected to take part of the tournament where they are in Group C alongside Uganda, Namibia and Zambia. The team head coach Dumisani Makhanya says this will serve as an advantage for his side as they will get more time for their preparations.
Kusebenda vele sisebende ngoba kulukhuni ukudlala eAfrika. Kulukhuni kakhulu akusiye nje umfana ukudlala eAfrika. Kufuna vele niye prepared. So lokuyichubela phambili
Makhanya concluded mentioning that they have requested international friendlies against Mozambique and Botswana, but they are yet to get response from the Football Association. For Eswatini TV Sports, Fabrice Msonera with the Linda Dlamini, Lobamba.
That's all for now. Before I head out, let's have a look at our top stories. Their Majesties have postponed this year's wreath dance ceremony due to the COVID-19 pandemic. His Majesty King Sat III has appointed Lieutenant General Mashigilisana Fagutse as the new acting army commander. Mhlangatane Member of Parliament Matala Mhlanga is now the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly. And with that, we sum up our bulletin for the evening. Up next is the weather update from myself and the team at Eswatini TV. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.